Hey, for those of you who have been a part of my channel, y'all watched a couple of my previous videos. I tried to come up with like a catchy introduction. Because you know, people on YouTube, like now there's this thing where like every time they do a video, they do the same introduction. It's just something that's synonymous with their channel. It's something that's synonymous with them as a content creator and what they do. And I started this like, what's up party people in the place to be? If you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and follow me. I be Reese and you be watching. I'll be honest with y'all. I don't feel like doing that every time. I'm still working on my introduction. So far, all I have is, what's up YouTube? It's your girl Reese. Bear with me while I figure that out. Another housekeeping item is, I want to go ahead and shout out everybody who has subscribed to my channel. We hit 50 subscribers. And although that might not be a lot to you, it's a lot to me. I have to say I am damn proud and extremely grateful to every single one of y'all who have continued to engage with my channel. Whether you have subscribed to my channel, watched the video, liked the video, commented on a video, shared a video, whatever your contribution may be, I really appreciate y'all. For real, sincerely from the bottom of my heart. Y'all have no idea how long I have wanted to make a YouTube and be a consistent YouTuber, but also have the motivation to put myself out here and to start building community. So I appreciate every single one of y'all who have watched my channel in any way, and I appreciate y'all for the 50 subs. I hope that we continue to grow. If you guys want to leave a comment on my video, please don't hesitate to do so. I'll respond back immediately. Now, with that being said, let's get into why we're here today. Alright y'all, so today I am going to be introducing for the first time a new series that I want to do on my channel that I created. It's called Expose, the Small Business Review. Now, what does that mean? When you think of the word expose, a lot of times people think of something being exposed in a negative nature, meaning you're pointing out something wrong. But instead of all that, I'm looking at the term expose in a true or objectionable nature, something that is non-biased. When I review these products and services from these small businesses, I want to be able to show you guys an authentic experience, not what you normally get from influencers who are paid to market something, but rather showing you what it's really like to purchase from a company from a consumer's standpoint. If I do have a negative experience, I will be authentically and transparently informing you guys of that, so that that's something that you can take into account should you decide to patronize one of these businesses. The other thing that I wanted to highlight, I want to highlight some of these creators and designers. I want to support the designers who are actually creating something unique and special and something that has a meaning behind it. So having said that, I want to highlight some great business owners in addition to showing you what my experience was purchasing from their brand. That's what this new series, Expose, a Small Business Review, is all about. Giving you guys options to elevate your wardrobe. Maybe you'll find something that you like, that you want to style yourself, or something that you haven't seen anybody else with that you want to add to your wardrobe. These are just some ideas. I'll never be the type of person to tell you to go out and buy something. I'm also not the person that's going to tell you how to style something. The only thing I can do is give you guys examples, tell you what I like to do, and if you take some inspiration from that, then so be it. But I'm never going to tell you what you should or should not be wearing. These are just suggestions. Having said that, let's get into the first brand. So now that you guys know a little bit more about the new series that I'm introducing, let's expose our first brand. Starting off with Black and Ugly. Yes, you heard that correctly. Now, if you're anything like me, when I first heard that brand's name, I was like, what the? But there's a good explanation. Black and Ugly's owner and CEO, Sharifa Gale, hails from New York. And as a black woman growing up during the hip hop era in New York, of course, she's a Biggie fan. I don't know if y'all are Biggie fans, but in the song One More Chance featuring Faith Evans, heartthrob never, black and ugly as ever. However, I stay Gucci down to the socks. Biggie refers to himself as black and ugly as ever. Sharifa got the idea for Black and Ugly when she was working for a well-known courier service. Apparently, she ain't had to do a lot of heavy lifting because homegirl used to be at work designing custom t-shirts. One of the first shirts she ever made was a shirt that featured Biggie Smalls and Black and Ugly. For whatever reason, people started referring to the shirt as the Black and Ugly shirt instead of the Notorious B.I.G. shirt, so she figured, hey, why not make this a whole brand? The term Black and Ugly is meant to be a reclamation of the negative connotations that have been associated with being black in America. She specifically wants to highlight the resilience and brilliance of black people and culture. In doing so, she is reframing the phrase and redefining the term. Though she admits that the name is jarring at first, she hopes to inspire her consumers to explore black history and culture, and in doing so, redefine the terms and reframe what it means to be black and ugly. Sharifa hopes to tell stories through her designs and considers fashion to be a subcategory of art and art making. Recently, Sharifa opened her first brick and mortar store in the Bed-Stuy neighborhood of Brooklyn, New York, called The Black Room, which is now the house of Black and Ugly clothing. Congrats, girl. Now that we've had an opportunity to learn a little bit more about the brand's owner and CEO, let's go ahead and explore the brand itself. In the future, I will be using a grading rubric to determine how well these brands live up to their mission and vision statement by delivering satisfactory experiences to their consumers. However, this video and for the videos to follow, because it's so new, I'm not actually going to be grading the brands. I'll still use the grading rubric category so that we can go through each step of the way and unpacking what these brands offer and what you can do to support them. Okay, so the categories include social media presence and personality, website navigation, accuracy and information, order and shipping process times, order packaging, and the overall product quality. So those 5 things will be used to determine how well a brand is doing and whether or not this may be a brand that you will want to patronize. So without further ado, y'all, let's get into it. First up, we're gonna check out social media presence. For those who wanna follow this brand on IG, their Instagram name is Black and Ugly with 2 dots in between the N. They have 25,000 followers. Their tagline is, "It's everything you think it's not." They got a couple pinned posts. It looks like they have their most recent drop, the Green Book collection, as well as the Black Room brand opening. The owner, Sharifa Gale, is very present on her social media. It's very evident that she is the owner of this brand, which I like. It's good to put a face with the brand because it's good to know who's actually designing, especially if you are a brand that seeks to speak to the African American experience or the African diasporic experience. You want to make sure that the person behind the brand isn't some white person or person of color that is not at all associated with the African diaspora, because that can be looked at as fraudulent. So I like that she has a strong presence on her social media for Black and Ugly. It doesn't look like I'm following her, but I love Black creators, so I'm gonna go ahead and give her a follow. I did a lot of research for this video about her, and she seems to have just a really good spirit, really good personality, and a great vision. So that's somebody that of course I want gracing my timeline, because you need more positive stuff on your timeline. So I'm gonna go ahead and give her personal page a follow. It looks like she wants to use her brick and mortar as more than just a space for people to purchase her clothing, but also a place for people to gather and have community. You guys know I said it at the beginning of this video, that's what my channel is about, so I can really appreciate her doing these events. It looks like she's doing an Afrocentric sip and paint event, which is pretty neat. She also does a lot of videos where she's talking and explaining her design process. She's also explaining her style. She's giving her customers ideas of how they can style the clothing. Their latest collection is called the Green Book. For those who don't know, the Green Book was something that was created in like the 1930s. I would encourage you guys to look it up. Green Book essentially was a traveler's guide for Black people throughout America, but it was very popular in the Deep South. It basically highlighted areas that were safe for Black people to travel to. They'd understand what's a safe place for them to go to be able to find something to eat, to find lodging, to find gas, or safe places to go to vacation where they won't be accosted by anti-Black violence. So the Green Book was something that was created to help deter Black people from accidentally traveling into unsafe areas. I do like the history behind the Green Book collection. I think it's neat that she found a way to incorporate that era. I think it's a conversation starter for people to understand what the Green Book is. So yeah, speaking of social media presence, one of the things that I try to look for when I'm looking at a brand's social media is if there's a lot of people that are commenting. I try and search for people who are dissatisfied or satisfied with their order and whether or not the brand is responding to that feedback. And looking at her page, I didn't see very many posts where people were complaining or mentioning their experience with her brand. A lot of it is just a lot of support. I see a lot of fire emojis and heart emojis in her comments. I also see that she will like people's comments. She'll say thank you. She'll provide more information. That's one of the things that I love to see when I'm looking at brands, is the fact that their owners are very present on their brand social media page. Whoever's running the account is doing a really good job of tending to potential customers and prior customers, so that's great. You also can shop directly through Instagram. This is what you would want to see if you are looking at a brand's social media presence and what the personality of that brand is. She's very welcoming. You can see her cultivating community. Whoever's running the page tends to respond to any type of feedback that they're getting right away. They also highlight a lot of the people who have purchased from their brand. If you make a social media post, they'll repost it on their brand's page. So I think that's cool as well. She did a great job with the social media. Next up, we're gonna check out her website. We're gonna look at how easy it is to navigate the website, the accuracy of what's posted on the website, and what type of information we can uncover. If you look at her webpage, the first thing that pops up is similar to that Temu thing when you can spin the wheel to get a certain percentage off. It looks like she offers anything from 5 to 15% off. I'm looking at the mobile site on my phone, and it looks like she has an announcement stating that her storefront is now open. She gives you the address to that. She's running a deal where you can buy one sweater and get one half off. That's the deal that I participated in, and I was able to get my 2 sweaters. She offers free shipping on all US orders of $150 or more. The first thing that's highlighted is her new collection, which is her Green Book collection. I think that that's super smart to have your latest drop featured first on your page. It helps people to find whatever it is that you've been promoting recently right away. They don't have to go surf for it. She also has a message that says every design is skillfully crafted and thoughtfully created. We are taking the negative and creating a new, more positive stance. After all, Biggie said it first, black and ugly as ever. However, she also gives a highlight or a preview of the most prominent piece, which is their leather varsity jacket. She also highlights a duffel bag, a cardigan, a dress, a mesh shirt, a work set, all a part of this new Green Book collection. She also has at the bottom of the page all of her other collections, and then she has some reviews from her customers. The only thing is, I think she has room for 4 reviews, and there's only 3 here. So one of them is a message that you would normally get on the back end of a web page. I'm not sure if she's aware that that is on her page. She features more product images of the same products that she had above. There's also some socks that she sells, and then on the bottom, this is where I get into the information side of what is on a brand's website. So looking at her quick link at the footer, there is a facts page. It talks about where the store ships from. They explain their return and exchange policy. They offer no refunds, but they do offer exchanges. They ship worldwide. They can carry large sizes if you place a custom order. They talk about how long it takes to ship. They talk about how to place a secure payment, what servers they use, what happens if something is wrong with the order. They also have a contact page. She has a sizing chart available. If you're going to do a sizing chart, try and incorporate measurements in inches and or centimeters. She shows that there is a refund policy. She only offers store credit. They do offer exchanges within 7 days of delivery, but you do have to pay for the shipping. They have a privacy policy, a shipping policy, and then a term of service. If you want to be added to their email listserv, you can sign up. At the bottom, they have all of their social media, and then they just show what type of forms of payments that they offer. I'm going to a product so I can see if there is a sizing chart feature. Okay, we are going to click on this Black Panther headquarter camo sweatshirt. There is a sizing chart that features actual measurements in inches. That helps you understand what sizing to purchase. So if you want to know what size you should purchase for any of the items, go to the product page. It's in the images. All of their collections are available. There's this WNBA hoodie that I really like. I don't know what material it's made out of. It would be nice to know what materials the products are made out of, because I can't tell what type of textile or fabric this is. It doesn't look like a traditional cotton hoodie, which is why I'm questioning it. Items that are sold out are featured. The only thing that I have a problem with when it comes to web pages is when they don't remove their sold out items. There are some companies that do restocks, so that's the reason why they wouldn't remove it from the site. If you do not plan to restock, remove that option from your site. Maybe in this particular case, they probably do restocks, or they probably just recently sold out. She also sells a lot of accessories, so hats, socks, as well as like enamel pin. It just shows the detail that she's willing to go through in order to provide you with a lot of different options. In terms of website, I give it also a thumbs up. She got all the bases covered, everything that you would hope to find on the website to answer your questions and to make a safe and secure purchase. Kudos to her. She's doing a great job. So now that we have discussed brand's social media presence and website, let's talk about my personal experience ordering from the brand. The items that I ordered were the One Love Reefy cardigan, which I ordered in a unisex 2XL, and I also ordered the Joy is Resistance mohair sweater in the same size. I got the sale buy one get one half off. I placed my order on Wednesday, March 19th. It was processed within 2 days. My package was in my hands by the 24th. The shipping and order processing time happened in less than 48 hours. The next thing that we're going to be looking into is the order packaging. Here's what came in the box. On top of the products was this complimentary tote bag that features the brand's logo. On the back, it says, "It's everything you think it's not." It says Black and Ugly right here, and then it has the Black and Ugly website. Also included in the packaging were a couple of items. I have my invoice, but then she also incorporated a couple of things. At first, I thought it was like an air freshener, which you could have that. Car air fresheners. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Now I'm gonna be quiet. Be quiet after that, and make it like a black ass scent that black people know when we smell it. We be like, "Ooh, I miss Big Mama." But anyways, that's for you if you watch it. But it's just a hang tag, and it wasn't hanging on anything. It just was a hang tag that was placed in the bag. And on the back it says, "Why the name?" Right? To begin, it's everything you think it's not. An oxymoron, if you will. We are here to challenge society's standards, definition, and status quo. While reclaiming the power of words, we want Black and Ugly, aka BU, to be the dopest and most meaningful brand you've ever experienced. We will continue to honor our cultural heritage through art and fashion with substance and more conscious individuals. After all, Biggie said it first, black and ugly as ever, however. And then it features the website and the IG, and it says created in Harlem, New York. Next up, we have a sticker, and it says Black and Ugly, and then it says oxymoron. It's a noun, a combination of contradictory or incongruent words broadly. Something such as a concept that is made up of contradictory or incongruent elements. And then example, Black and Ugly, it's everything you think it's not. That was the sticker. And then lastly, it came with an invitation to come to their brick and mortar store. They announced their grand opening, and if you bring this card in, you get 10% off. There's no expiration on this, so if I come to New York in a couple months or whatever and I bring this card, I should get 10%, right? So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the actual product. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the two products that I purchased from Black and Ugly. Starting off with the Joy is an Act of Resistance mohair sweater. This sweater is an off-white or oatmeal. I don't know if it's picking up well in the camera, and it is very hairy. It was a little concerning to me when I first opened it up because some of the hair actually blends into the image and the graphic on the front and the words in the back. I might have to take a little rat tail comb and part it up or something. I don't know. I really like this sweater because it is an amalgamation of black culture. It isn't that defined in the sense of facial features, but we know what that person is doing, right? Now, I wasn't sure when I was looking at this product if the character on the front is supposed to be wearing grills because the color of the teeth is the same color as the majority of the sweater. If it was a grill, I thought that maybe they should have been like yellow, but maybe you don't want them to look like they have yellow teeth. I don't know. Okay, you guys, now as far as styling goes, personally, I was thinking that I'd bring out the Ama Maniere Jordan 3. Ama Maniere is owned by yet another black-owned designer. I've already featured these shoes before on my channel. Originally, I was thinking that this shoe would go perfectly with the mohair sweater, but when I got the sweater in person, this is more of a royal blue than a diffused blue. However, when your shoe is all the way down there and you got some pants to break it up, I think it could work, especially with the sail midsole that's featured on the shoe. That goes really well with the oatmeal and the mohair sweater. Technically, I still think I could pull these off. The Ama Maniere Jordan 3 diffused blue may not work, but you know what will definitely work is these royal reimagined ones. That royal blue and black and suede will definitely work, even though the midsole is white. For another option, I could also wear Craft 3s. This is what the Craft 3s look like. It's a milky bottom. You have aspects of that off-white or oatmeal color all throughout the shoe. So if you wanted to just highlight that color and maybe accessorize to bring out that blue, you definitely could go in a direction like that. Now that we've had an opportunity to take a look at the Joy is an Act of Resistance mohair sweater, let's go ahead and take a look at this reefy sweater right here. I like it a lot. The one thing that I have to say about this sweater right here is that it is heavy. It almost feels like a damn carpet. I can't even begin to explain to you how heavy this sweater is. This sweater doesn't feature any writing or any graphic image. Also, it is a fuzzy sweater. I got both of these sweaters in a size 2XL. Now, I live in Minnesota. It's cold 9 months out of the year, so I can always always use these items as a jacket or as a layering piece. Since you've seen what type of shoes I wear with the mohair sweater, let me go ahead and tell you what I'm thinking for this reefy cardigan. Since it's a cardigan, I figured I'd stay in the same lane with some loafers. This is a collaboration featuring Black-owned brand Denim Tears and Dr. Martin. This is their Adrian loafer. It's more so like a penny loafer. The same colors in the cardigan are featured on the shoes. I think that this shoe would go really well. What do y'all think? Alright y'all, so now that you've had an opportunity to see a close-up look of what the items look like, I'm gonna go ahead and try them on. Alright you guys, so right now I am rocking the reefy cardigan and it's really nice. It's very comfy. It's very heavy as well. I also still have like a lot of room in the sweater. It stretches quite a bit, so if I wanted to layer, I definitely could. Its sleeves are kind of long, so you know I can bring the sleeves over my hands if I wanted to add some extra warmth. And yeah, so this is what the sweater looks like on me. I am a plus size woman, and so the 2XL fits me very, very comfortably. Alright you guys, so right now I am wearing the Joy is an Act of Resistance mohair sweater, and honestly I ain't gonna lie, the material on this one is a little bit itchy. If you're nervous about that little itchy feeling, you can definitely go ahead and layer up with a long sleeve. This is what it looks like in the back for me. It also feels like the way that it is sewn, that there might be like 2 layers. It fits really good. Feel really good wearing this by itself or putting a jacket on over. This is the mohair Joy is an Act of Resistance sweater. I'm just gonna turn around one more time so you can get a good look at it, and that's what it looks like on body. So yeah, I definitely will be adding more Black and Ugly products to my collection. Okay you guys, so that was our first episode of the series Expose, the Small Business Review. Today we review brand Black and Ugly, featuring 2 iconic sweaters, their Joy is an Act of Resistance mohair sweater and their reefy cardigan. If you guys enjoyed this video and you enjoyed the series, go ahead and give a thumbs up. Also leave comments and feedback in the comment section below. And Miss Sharifa Gale, if you are watching, congratulations on your brick and mortar store. I wish you so much success in the future. I really enjoy your brand and love what you are doing. Continue with the good work. Thank you for creating a place that makes Black people feel welcome and loved, and for honoring our culture and our history. Be blessed, sis. And to the rest of y'all, thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you like this content. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video. Any type of engagement is welcome. Please go ahead and follow Black and Ugly on Instagram. That's Black, BLACK, dot, the letter N, dot, ugly, UGLY. You can also go to their website at www.blackandugly.com, and hopefully you'll see something to elevate your style and add to your wardrobe. I had a great experience with this brand, and I am confident that you will too. Black and Ugly, you just been exposed.
To the touch, let you hold something, let you get a handful, baby, she's a whole lot of woman.